Hello and welcome to episode number 16 of the Chase and Nate podcast, where we will be breaking down the straight up ass whooping the South Carolina Gamecocks put on the Oklahoma Sooners on Saturday. I'm your host. I'm TJ Mullins. I'm here with my co-hosts, Ryan Mullins and Alex Poston. How we doing, fellas?
Doing great, man. Can't complain.
It's a blessing.
It really is, baby. It really is, man. I can't wait to get on here and talk to y'all, man, because I got questions and I need some answers. So let's just get right into it, man. We don't even have to, I don't need no introductions. I don't need nothing. Ryan, tell me what you saw about the OU defense. Let's just get it. We'll go quick, and then we'll get to the stuff that everybody wants to get to.
Like every other game this year, they were the shining piece of our football team. Some guys played. The whole defense played well, but there was some key guys. Danny Stutzman. We were talking kind of down on him the past couple games. Well, he showed up in this one with some big physical guys running at him. 16 tackles. Was all over the field. Yelling, screaming, just seemed to be fired up in this one, trying to get his team going. And I think they followed him. So I think 65, he's an animal as a true fresh. 23, we talk about him every game, and they continue to come out and put up just stats and numbers and look the part, be the part, not have mental breakdowns. So those guys and the defense as a whole, they played a hell of a game.
Yeah. Alex, you got anything you want to add there, man?
No, not really. I want to say that Trace Ford looked pretty good, too. I feel like every week he's kind of showing, every time he gets some snaps, he kind of gets in there and balls out. So, but them three guys, and, there's a few more, but I think it's the same thing every week. That defense is just nasty, just grinding. That's going to be our best thing of our football team, like Ryan said. And they do it each week, so.
It's a shame. That's what I'd call it. It's a shame that they will be wasted. It's the best defense we've had. I can't even remember.
Yeah.
It's been a very long time, and they're wasted. And I really do feel bad for Danny Stutzman and Billy because they came back for their senior year, to really do something special. First year in the SEC, and it is what it is. But like you said, Ryan, it's every week the defense is going to show up and show out.
And another thing on that part is, how, and we all played, how easy it is if your offense is that bad to come out and just saying, who cares, and stop flying around, stop giving all that effort.
Right.
That's leadership on the defensive side of the ball, and I think it starts with BV.
Yeah.
I think he's really got those guys bought in. And so that says something to me that, the coaching change and everybody's asking and wondering. Well, to me, you got to keep BV, at least for that side of the ball.
Right.
The next hire will be huge, and we'll get there. But that just tells me a lot that defense is still flying around, giving a lot of energy, doing everything they can.
I like they were celebrating even in the fourth quarter, even though we were down. They're all celebrating together after tackles and sacks and stuff like that. So, like I said, you got to keep BV for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I like that too. All right, man. Let's flip to the other side, and because let's spend a good amount of time here, because after the past couple of days, I feel like we knew it was coming. We just didn't know exactly when, and I honestly felt like BV and Josie and really all the donors and stuff, it kind of forced the hand, man. He had to make a change. Like I honestly didn't think they would fire him. I thought they would just let Joe John call plays, but they made the choice, and now we're here. So, Alex, before we get there, break down the offense, what you saw, man, and then we'll talk about the OC stuff. But from the game on Saturday, what'd you see from the offense?
Man, I'm gonna start with the positives, and I was getting number 11 back in there. He did his thing. He played pretty good. I like little Jacob Jordan, too. He was a stud, man. We haven't seen a receiver kind of get open a lot like that. And, if you see from I think it was the third quarter, or I think it was the third quarter on, He had, I'm pretty sure he had the most targets, and he was, it was like 10-yard gains, 15-yard gains. He had a big 4th and 15 yard
16.
catch, 16-yard catch. Yeah, that was huge. Kept his 2 feet in. I mean, that's even good on Sundays. So seeing that, I like seeing Caden Helms in there a little bit more. He didn't really like do too much, but it was just watching the other two block majority of the game. It just kind of, I don't know. I liked it. I like to see something different. I think everybody wants to see something different on the offensive side. So having him out there, after being there for 3 years, after battling knee surgeries and stuff like that, it's good to see him out there. But the negatives, man, I'm gonna say the offensive line was just getting whipped, man. Them and the tight ends, they weren't blocking that well. We had a bunch of drop passes, like crucial drop passes, to even try to get back in that ball game. And a lot of them has to go back to number 13, who we talked about week 1 after the big drop passes. But it's just, man, it's tough not having any receivers, and then the offensive line, man. It's just they're not helping, with what the quarterback situation is going on. So it's tough, man. The chemistry on that offense is not there yet, but it looked like it was getting better with Jackson back in there.
Yeah, man. I don't even know. It's hard to envision it getting better, just because of the offensive line. That's the problem, right? That's the biggest issue, and in SEC and in football in general.
Yeah.
That's where the game's won, And when you don't have a good offensive line, you can't do very much anything at all, And we saw that. The most infuriating thing I've ever witnessed in my entire life, is South Carolina, arguably, they can make a case they have the 2 best edges maybe in the entire country. One of them for sure.
Yeah.
And the first play of the game, man, leave a tight end on an island. I don't understand how that's possible. And he obviously gets pressure, and a true freshman makes a throw that you just can't make. If you're going to miss there on that throw, you got to miss towards the sideline. You can't miss towards the middle of the field. He leaves it short, and it's a pick.
Yeah.
And, and from there, I'm going to be honest with you, I kind of knew the game was over. So it's just one of those deals, man, where it's like we got to start figuring some stuff out on the offensive line. And I don't know if that means play freshmen. Because to be honest, I don't know what else they bring. If they bring anything else, if they brought anything else, they would be in the game at this point, right? Am I crazy for thinking that, or?
No, I thought they should have done a long time ago. They rotate all. What is it? How many offensive linemen we got? They play every time.
There's been. I heard there's been 12 different versions or variations of the offense.
Yeah, every time somebody new comes in, they get whipped. They slid Sexton over. They slid Tarquin over. I feel like and then they brought even Spencer Brown in. Spencer Brown got his ass whipped a whole drive, 3 plays in a row. It was either like 2 sacks or like a pressure and 2 sacks. It was terrible, bro.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. It just blows my mind.
It's time to start talking about beating Bo. I know he's been good. And if you listen back to our podcast, I think I had mentioned that we're used to him makeshifting lines, but at some point finding the right one, and then not just finding it, but them being dominant, them being, above average at least.
Right.
And maybe that was because we were in the Big 12. I don't know. You take this offensive line and put it against the Big 12 teams, maybe they're not looking as poorly.
Yeah.
But
they look
playing
better
in this league, huh?
It would look better for sure.
Look better, yeah. Playing in this league, you just can't. You can't have, like, there's just no aggressiveness, no explosion. They don't move anybody. And then that leads to not being able to run the ball.
Yep.
And then when you can't run the ball, they're going to put 8 in the box.
Yeah.
And just blitz you. And so it's just really, really bad, fellas. That offensive line is really, really, really bad.
Yeah.
Dude. So the first quarter, OU or the first possession, we get the ball, first kick, and they're coming right where our seats were, right? Dude, I don't think I've ever seen this before. The safety, there's really no safety, bro. The safety was playing so far in the box. He was practically a linebacker. Like, that's why Brendan Thompson, all he had to do was beat the corner. They were giving it to us. They were giving it to us all day. And specifically on the first play, Brendan Thompson's running wide open. He's running, I mean, like I said, where our seats were, he's running right towards us wide open. And obviously the pressure caused him to not see it. But it's just, it all goes back to what I said earlier in these podcasts, man. I don't even remember which one. I don't know. But I said, I think it's not anything in particular. I think there's so many things wrong with the offense that we just can't even point one thing out in particular. And it's just, it's a dumpster fire right now. It really is. That was the worst performance I've ever seen out of an OU offense.
I mean, we're talking about the offensive line. I don't think any of them played good. I mean,
Terrible.
It didn't matter who was back there.
Awful.
From start to finish.
We broke the school record for sacks given up.
Right, 9 sacks.
It's awful. It's not they didn't play good. They played terrible.
Right, and then to have the running back and the tight end try to help on these defensive ends that's on coaching. That is not putting your players in good position to succeed. None of our tight ends. No one. I wouldn't even think any tight end in the country could block those two guys.
Zero.
I mean, they're two of the best pass rushers in the nation, and we think we can put Sharp, who has shown for 7 games he cannot block a soul, and we expect him to. That goes back to the scheme, coaching. It's just not very good.
Yeah. I mean, because I said to my buddy yesterday, I said, if I was Joe John Finley and Seth Luttrell came to me and said, yeah, we're going to have one of the tight ends block at the end, I would have said, Seth, no, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not. You're not going to have my guy. That's like, you're going to make my guy look bad. That's what I would have said. That's what I would have said.
That happened about 4 or 5 times. They both missed every block possible.
So I don't know how they could be on the same page, dude, with what that was.
Yeah, I don't. There's no way in hell anybody in that offensive room should have been okay with that.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Go scheme it up that way and then call the play in the game. That's piss poor from everybody.
Right.
From Seth Luttrell to Beaton Bowe to Joe John to Marco, all of them need to be looked at. It's not only Seth Luttrell. They were all part of the game plan.
I agree. I totally agree.
They all need to be looked at because it's very questionable.
Yeah, I totally agree with that statement. So I mean, because Ryan, I told you earlier, man, if you're going to make a co-OC, okay, if you're going to make a co-OC, they're one and the same. If you're going to fire one, you should fire both. That's what I think, honestly. And I understand that they have to have somebody to call the plays. I get that. But honestly, to me, that was kind of – Seth was just a scapegoat, man, for – they needed somebody to appease the fans, and he was just that guy. He was that guy.
Who it was. Fired. Somebody had to be fired.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, somebody had to be fired. And
hey, get him gone. Somebody.
Yeah.
Just made me feel better about myself.
Right. It did, a little bit. The running back room is piss poor as well, fellas. He runs hard. I give him credit. And we're not here to bash kids. That's not what we want to do. We're just here to speak the truth. But number 2 can't see a cutback lane. If it was, big as barn doors.
Dude.
Right.
He's just running. He runs out of control. He runs straight. If it's 3rd and 1, more than likely he's going to get it for you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you need a breakout run, unless nobody's around, you ain't getting it.
Yeah.
He can't make anybody miss. He can't find holes. He doesn't have the vision. He runs head down.
I've been saying that 8 is nasty. Feed him the ball. I want him to have 80% of the snaps. Give 0 the other 20%.
That
There's
is something interesting that we saw on Saturday. Caleb Hicks finally got in the game after, I guess we've been asking to see somebody new. We finally saw him. I mean,
he looked decent. I mean, not very explosive.
Yeah,
but he had patience.
Yeah.
It looked like a couple of those runs, and then he fumbled. We had like 6 fumbles.
He had 6 fumbles.
Did we get it back or no?
Yeah,
he got it back.
Yeah,
we only lost 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only. That's crazy.
Right. I know. 6 fumbles.
That just means that I think 27 is transferring them. Taking that red shirt and transferring.
I would too.
I forgot about him.
Huh?
I forgot about him.
Well, I tell you what, he had those good-looking runs at Auburn.
Mm-hmm.
That got called back.
Yeah.
I mean, we pretty much hadn't seen him. I know he played quite a bit last game, but they only gave him 2 carries. And he had 9 yards.
He played this guy last game?
Against Texas, right?
Oh.
Or no, yeah, Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played against Texas.
Yeah. They would try to get him that screen.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about this game.
No, he didn't play in this game.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I don't know.
That? I mean, I'm out on DeMarco. I'm out on him.
I can't argue anything that you're saying, man, because I'm in the same boat. Everything, and here's the problem, right? Go back to when we played Florida State. Was that the Cheez-It Bowl 2022? Was that BV's first year? What was that? I don't even remember.
He just got hired.
So
he didn't coach in the bowl. He was there. Yeah.
So I remember watching that game because Javante Barnes and Gavin Sawchuk were both true freshmen, and both of them dudes looked explosive, physical.
Right.
I mean, I was like, all right, we got the 2 guys that we're gonna have for the next 3-4 years.
Right.
What have they done? They've progressively gotten worse. They've gotten worse. So that goes to coaching, that goes to development, that goes to just not getting these guys ready to play on Saturdays, man. That's what that goes to.
I agree, for sure.
We lost our best running back last year because he didn't want to put him on scholarship. He didn't want to play him because of some attitude he gave him at practice or something.
Yeah.
Now look what he's doing at Wisconsin. I mean, he's just running all over people.
Yeah.
I mean, so, yeah, he needs to be looked at. Shit. Emmett Jones needs to be looked at. I know he's a hell of a recruiter.
Don't you say that.
Hey, 81's on the field for what reason?
Hey, it'll change. It'll change after this week.
Has he caught a pass like this year?
88 will be in that ball game. He's the only person that gets open. Only person. Him and JJ. JJ just can't catch for shit. But Jacob Jordan, he can catch and make moves and everything. I know you saw that move he put on that dude on the sideline.
Oh yeah, the sideline was nice.
That was right.
Sideline was
nice. That was clean,
dude. But can we talk about the drop passes though?
Hey,
I am like I'm speechless. And Alex, you said some, you broke it down for us, and I appreciated that. But dude, a lot of the drops that we had were big plays of the game that we had to have them to get back in the game. We had to have them, and they dropped.
Yeah. Every play, every drop pass was crazy. It was either third down there got a first. It would have been a first, easy first, or like a second, second and 13 that could have put us at a 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. And I think even on the one that JJ caught then fumbled, I think he fumbled past back. It was a first down, then fumbled backwards, right? And I think we ended up picking up the first down, but it's like just little stuff.
Yes, I know.
Little stuff like that, man. Like,
right.
What we're doing.
Yeah.
And it's every game, all game long. Shit don't change.
Well,
I don't know who that goes to. Obviously, the players have to make the plays, right?
Yeah.
But at some point, the dam's going to break, and he's next. I don't know.
I don't know why 81's in the ball game. He can't block.
Has he caught a pass?
He's caught like 2 maybe all year.
Dude.
And he can't block.
Yeah.
Well, I said that to one of my coworkers today. Well, he's fast. Is he fast? I don't know if he's fast. Haven't seen anything.
I'll tell you who looked fast. Brennan Thompson looked actually fast.
Looked fast. Yeah.
He actually looked fast.
He must be getting jammed at the line.
He's too small. Yeah, he's getting worked off on the line. Oh yeah. Hey.
He can't even get off the line. Yeah.
Getting his little ass jammed up every time.
That's why we didn't see any of this before.
Man, have him go in motion. That way he doesn't have to do that.
Right.
That's why everybody's loading the box, because they know they can jam us at the line of scrimmage, running out little bitty boys out there.
And our offensive line can't block anybody, so there's no time.
They suck.
I tell you what,
they suck.
Yeah,
that's
asshole.
Let's say it, bro.
We look better when we spreaded it out.
I don't care.
Bauer Sharp wasn't in line, and our tight ends, we spreaded the field out.
Yeah.
We spreaded the defense out, and there couldn't be 8 people in the box, right?
Yeah.
That's when we looked the best. We were able to spread out the defense, open the field. That's when the slants came available, and some of those crossing routes that JJ caught, and 88 was able to get a little room. I don't know why we keep trying. We bring the tight. That's Seth's scheme. I'm telling you, where they brings him in, he motions the tight end in, and then there's 8 fucking people right there.
Yeah.
There's 6 blockers.
Oh yeah.
2 of them can't block a soul.
Oh yeah.
Well, 7 of them can't block a soul. Nobody can block. So it was a bad deal, and you got to be able to see that as an offensive coordinator. You have to be able to see, okay, what can I do to put my players in the best position to move the ball?
Right.
You can't just keep doing the same thing over and over again, and it's not working. Hey, if you don't make adjustments, gotta go. I mean, we saw the same thing over and over again, didn't we?
Yeah.
True. Yeah, we did. And I want to take this time out to apologize to Jackson Arnold. I know we talked a lot of shit about you, but I saw some positives, man. I saw some positives.
I cannot get over the fact that he throws it fucking 100 miles an hour. The guy will be 5 yards in front. It'll be a little slant, dude. And he will throw it as hard as he can.
You're at the University of Oklahoma.
Catch it.
Ball.
Dude, I remember there was one on Saturday that he threw it through. I think it was through 2 guys.
It was JJ.
JJ threw 2 guys.
And 88 was behind him.
Yep.
I was laughing. Honestly, I laughed a lot at that game.
People there.
Oh yeah. I think that was the one behind him, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I said I'll ride with 9 because I didn't have a choice.
Same. I had a gun in my back when I said it.
Right.
John knew who I wanted on the field. I mean, okay, he didn't play well, and he still didn't play well. I don't think he played as well. I mean, I don't think he played well at all. I mean, he made a couple good throws. He's still reading late. He's not throwing guys open. He's waiting till they get open, which is then too late. And then again, it's easy for us to say because we don't have 5 line defense big guys coming at us, and we're scared to death, so we bring our eyes down. I mean, when you don't have an offensive line, everything changes.
Yeah, I can't remember who said this, but somebody said it, and the first read's the defensive line. That's the first read. He's seeing if there's somebody free, and then he looks up at the wide receivers, and that's just part of the trust factor that. And honestly, this year I just don't think it's going to happen. It's out the window. It takes a long time to build that trust, and it's not going to happen.
If you're going to be an offensive lineman and you wear red sleeves in the game, you better be good. I'm sick and tired of seeing the red sleeves running, looking back at the quarterback, trying to do a hold to save his quarterback's life. Okay, The offensive linemen need to wear no sleeves. I know this has nothing to do with the game, but I had to get it off my chest. Okay, I'm sick of it. Okay,
Well, how do you mitigate a bad offensive line?
get a
Get
whole new one. You got
up
freshmen.
quick.
Hey, you got guys. We got guys that want to go play and can play better than what we got out there
Maybe
right
they'll
now.
be better, maybe not. Maybe
I
they
mean,
get
we gotta
one.
have somebody. Somebody's got to be better on that offense. On
Yeah,
that bench, you got Eddie, Big Eddie. Put Big Eddie in there with them
maybe
glasses on.
so.
Hey,
Maybe. Well, let's try it. Right?
something,
I
something,
Either way, he's not going to be much better, I can promise you. Or he would be
something.
in. You got to get the ball out quick.
yeah.
Yeah,
You can't let you're not going to have time for these kids to run 10, 12, 14-yard routes.
right.
So we got to do the bubble screens. We
Yeah,
got to do the flat routes and have people running out to block. We have to do that type of stuff.
yeah,
And I've been screaming check down the whole season.
right.
Still don't see it very much. Maybe we did it once or twice.
Jackson checked down a couple times.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, probably need to do it a lot more. When
right.
you're under pressure, find that hot route.
Yeah,
And again, we never saw it. There was no change in the offensive scheme. There was no change to get the ball out quick. It didn't seem like.
yeah.
When your line is that bad, that's your only option. Man.
Do you think Joe John's gonna have the same scheme?
It's like
just-
when it was a hell of a tweet. When you shit your pants and you change your shirt.
Yeah,
I don't know who tweeted that, but it was a hell of a tweet.
that was hilarious.
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah.
Put in person.
I don't know
Because I
what it
think,
was.
like what you said, TJ, if you have two codes, you fire one, shouldn't you fire the other? Right? It only makes sense, right?
To me,
Unless you just got a whole different scheme up your sleeve, and we're just gonna roll out something.
I can
I
promise
highly
you,
doubt it. You can't put in a whole new scheme mid-season.
You can't.
in 1 week.
That's what I'm. Yeah.
that's why they had to keep. I understand why they had to keep Joe John because if they were to fire both, they were caught in the place where there's nobody on the staff that's called plays ever. So, and Joe John hasn't either. So, I don't understand that logic. Kind of just, I don't know. They're handing it to a guy that's a brand new play caller. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Yeah.
mean, the only thing I could see the reason why we kept Joe John is because I feel like he's recruited a little better. He's brought those tight ends in. I don't know if that goes to him or if it goes to. I'm not talking about like Roberts. I think Seth Latrell brought him over, but I'm talking about. Obviously, we haven't seen him play, but Mitchell, I talk about him every week. I'm gonna keep talk about him until we see him. He's supposed to be a 5-star. You know what I mean? We haven't had a 5-star since what? Trent Grisham, maybe. I could be wrong about that. I don't even know if he was a 5-star, but that's the only thing I can see why we kept him. And to, like you said, he's the only person on the staff that's called plays other than Latrell. So
He should have been fired. And
Long
Seth
time ago.
Latrell should still have his job.
yeah,
For the job he has done with the tight ends. That is the worst group on the whole team, and it is absolutely killing this offense.
yeah.
It's
I think-
absolutely killing.
I'm not joking you, bro. I think Bauer Sharp might be the worst tight end in the country.
That's a bold take there.
That's about to get us kicked off.
I'm never joking.
I don't think he's the
Man's like
worst.
a receiver. He's not a tight end. He's a slot
Definitely in
receiver.
the SEC. He's the worst tight end in the SEC for sure.
He's a quarterback that got converted to a tight end, and you can see it. He doesn't really like contact.
He's so scared to
He
get
has
hit.
horrible form trying to block anybody.
ducking
That's
his
why
head.
he drops passes is because he knows he's about to get hit, and he drops the pass.
Him and Sexton blocked the exact same. The head down.
Again, we're not here to bash players.
I
We're
am.
just here to tell the truth.
I don't. I'm not. That's
I'm
not
here
bashing
to
the player.
bash and tell
All
the
you gotta
truth.
do is watch him play football.
Well, that goes back to coaching, in my
It's
opinion.
sickening.
I'm not bashing the guy. He shouldn't play. He shouldn't be playing. Honestly, I don't understand how you can watch that like as a coaching staff and be like, that's the best guy we got.
That's my guy right there. Yeah, no shot.
Like, I'm being serious. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to bash the guy. I legitimately have questions as to why he's playing.
Experience.
He doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's dropping balls now. It was he could run routes and catch. but he hasn't really been doing that either.
Mm.
And Camshin can't block. Is that the best? It's the best we got, I guess.
Nope.
I don't. He's definitely the worst tight end. I've watched every team in the SEC. He's definitely the worst tight end in the SEC.
There's got to be another one.
Yeah,
There-
there's got to be at least one.
Mississippi State might have one.
Yes.
But other than that, dude, okay, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Okay.
Well, you see how much of an impact tight ends can make with the Hunter Helm or whatever.
Gunnar
it is.
Helm is an absolute stud.
He can block. He's physical. He can
He's
also
huge.
catch and
A
run.
big boy.
I mean, and we've normally had good tight ends in the past before Joe John got here.
And what's happened with Joe John?
He brought Snogner back, slower than dirt, 2 knee surgeries, could barely run down the field.
Dude,
And
Yeah.
then he's brought in this kid. I mean, and the year before Snogner, what's his name?
Brady Willis.
No, Snogner.
Stogner.
What is
Stogner.
it?
Wagner?
Stogner.
Oh, bro, what are we doing, man?
Whatever his name
That's,
was.
but that goes to show you we can't remember the damn guy's name.
Hey, the year before we had 0 tight end. It was a Devon Mitchell and whoever the hell was out there. Didn't use
was
him,
it?
didn't throw him. Not
Who?
Devon Mitchell. I'm sorry.
That's the guy we got now, but the
Right,
other
yeah.
guy, no, yeah.
His last name is Mitchell, isn't it? He's
The
still
guy,
there.
he was from Missouri.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was.
I don't
huge.
even remember.
He was huge.
I think it might have been Parker. I don't know.
Oh,
Parker. Yeah,
Parker,
yeah.
I don't. honestly,
Dante Parker.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Something like that.
Listen, we can't remember any of these guys' names. Okay, I remember Braden Willis obviously because he played very hard. He was,
Big dog.
yeah, he was a dog, but he just, you know, I don't know, man. Okay, listen, I don't have an answer for Joe. Okay, let's talk about the OC because we've talked about the game. All right, Joe John's got the interim title. In my opinion, under 0 circumstances can you have that guy be the next offensive coordinator, at the actual offensive coordinator going into next year at the University of Oklahoma.
Okay.
0 circumstance, man.
Let me
I
throw
won't be
this
a fan.
at y'all. Let me
What?
throw it at y'all.
I won't be a fan.
If he scores, if the offense comes out the rest of the game and score 40 points per game, then what say you?
Yeah, I mean, sign
Bro,
him up.
How is
Like
that?
I said,
How is that even possible?
Hey, if you
That's
give me
more
40
than we've
points,
seen all season.
if you give me 40 points the rest of the season, every game, brother, sign me up. We're getting 9, if that.
Hey, I saw a deal. I think it was after they scored 21 or 24 that we had been scored 55-0 in the last 8 quarters, 7 quarters.
It's terrible.
55-0 because we were up 3-0, right, against Texas,
That's right. Yeah. Yes, that's right.
and then we gave up 24-0.
Yeah. Which, okay, those first 21 points, the 14 of the 21 were not on the defense. So they get credited for those points, but they weren't on the defense because we had a pick 6 and a scoop and score. But
Even that field goal, right? I mean, we turned it over in our.
oh, it was the punt. That was
No,
the.
it was Barnes fumble.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
On the 20, or
Yeah,
30.
on the punt we had, they did the fake punt. Or
That's
the
what I meant.
fake
That was
field
a fake
goal.
punt.
Fake field goal on that one, right?
Punt. It was a fake punt.
I know.
Didn't they
But
score
they-
off the fake punt? I thought
Oh,
they
they
kicked a
probably
field goal.
did. Remember they did a fake punt right before, or fake field goal right before half.
They did. They did do
Oh,
that.
I didn't see that.
Though they didn't.
Maybe
They,
that wasn't okay. Maybe that wasn't.
Oh, was that when Jackson was in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh, that's the only
It was
touchdown we
literally
scored.
the
My bad.
last play before half.
Yeah, that's right. The deep ball. Yeah.
So let's just kind of, if let's talk about the offensive coordinator moving forward, because obviously they have to do a job search at the end of the season. They're not just gonna, because this is BV's final. I mean, for real, this is the hire of his career. You got to have a good one. Because if you don't, and because guess what, boys, we got the same schedule next year. So, and we actually have Michigan, and we have Michigan in the non-con. So,
I'm not worried about them. They suck just like us.
right, but I'm just saying we got the same schedule next year. All right, so we need a good hire. All right, we need a good hire, and it's got to be somebody that can score points. So, Ryan, who would you like to see? Just give me a name. I don't have to be anybody, because obviously it'll change as time goes. But
Well, I forget his name, but I mean, I'm with the Go-Go. I want that Go-Go, Elfie.
Marion
Or
Mannion or something like that.
Mike Shanahan.
Yes, that's what I was saying. He's an Indiana, ain't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I like the way they move around. And I know the Go-Go is very, you can do it at the Mountain Conference or whatever they're in. What are they in?
I think I'm not even sure. I think it is the Mountain West. I could be wrong on that.
Something like that. It works there. Will it work in the SEC? You probably have to have the right personnel. But at least it's new. At least it seems to be.
No. We can't have that. I'm telling you.
I need
he's gone. If BV does not make the right hire, he's fired.
We got to do it right now.
So I'm telling you, you can't have. This is like you can't be the last hire. That was when you do it. That was when you bring in the gimmicky, the new. This is not that, bro.
Give me an NFL coach. It's got to be an NFL coach.
I like that.
A coach that's been in the NFL, it has to be like that. If not, like you said,
where did Lincoln come from?
East Carolina.
That's where you look. You look in those small schools.
Tulane.
Huh?
The guy from Tulane.
Sure. Hey, they were winging it.
Yeah. I like their offense.
And someone that can recruit, has ties to Texas, Louisiana, Alabama.
Somebody.
Florida.
Got to be down that area for sure.
How about Dan Mullen?
No thanks.
No shot. Hell no.
He's a hell of a ball coach.
Hey, I tell you
he's
what,
all right, man. But
old head coach. I bet he could recruit his ass off.
Hey, what did Bama do under Saban? Or I mean, who would he bring in as OCs? All head coaches. He brought in Lane Kiffin. He brought in Sark. He brought in Bill O'Brien. I mean, is that what we're trying to be, or we trying to be? We trying to be Nebraska?
Better figure it out right now.
Yeah, I don't want a guy that's going to be here long. I want you to be here 2 or 3 years, get this offense humming, and then go take it in.
Sounds good to me too.
That's what I'm saying. Give me that guy. Give me 44 points a game.
Joe John Finley.
Oh my!
Hey, if he does, sign him up. I don't care.
I care because the tight ends are terrible. Okay, I'm not even talking about as the offensive coordinators. He should be fired because the tight end play. That's all I'm saying. So, whatever. That's a discussion for another day. But I don't care who they get. I don't care who they bring in.
Give me Bill Belichick right now.
Whoa, I like that. Even though I think he's a defensive guy, but hey, baby, he'll bring some intensity with him though.
We can recruit his ass off. Tell you that much.
I wish we got Bieniemy. Eric Bieniemy
From the Chiefs?
Yeah, Kansas City, but he went to UCLA.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Man, are you kidding me? We can't at UCLA?
He must like it out there.
Yeah, it's nice weather out there, but I want Garrett Riley.
How about Lincoln Riley?
I would take it back. I would take him back.
I would take him back too. I would take him back.
What do you mean? I would take
him back right now, baby.
100%.
Lincoln Riley and BV.
That's a natty. I'm just telling you that right now. That's a natty.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Lincoln Riley and BV.
Lincoln Riley and BV.
Yeah, that'd be nasty. Boy, talk about
pride aside.
Talk about a recruiting class. That was
pride aside. Go hire the man.
Yeah. I'll take
Listen,
it back.
Student Nation want to talk about they want to win. How bad?
I bet they give BV a fat blank check. Say, here, go find the best you can.
The
They
best,
better.
you know it. You know the best.
If we're the University of Oklahoma, they have to do that. Everybody, from the donors, to whoever, give that man a blank check and say, here you go.
Bro,
Go find them, bring them in, do what you got to do.
I don't know who you think we are, but we ain't got money like that, I don't think.
We got it. We're about to build the biggest building of all time in Oklahoma City. We got it.
Well, then why don't we do that for NIL? Because that's, I mean, if we're going to go down that road, because everyone wants to talk about culture, man, there ain't no damn culture on this team, bro. I don't care what anybody says. I'm so sick of that. I'm tired of talking about the tradition. Nobody cares about that either.
Going to that,
we're in a different time of college football, man.
Yo, right. He's going off.
Going to in that Champions tailgate, they list a certain amount of donors. Their top line was $10 million. How many do you think is doing that? I think it was lifetime or maybe it was yearly.
Well,
I don't know.
Which one was it?
I think it was yearly. I think
$10 million a year.
I don't know.
Probably 2,
4. And then the next one was like $5 million. I think that
was a lot of money.
10. You can look it up. It's on Sooner Sport.
We're at 40. That's 45 million right there.
Could be lifetime.
So right, it is lifetime. But where's that going? I don't know. But all I'm saying, with our NIL packages, we're getting guys from Northeast. We're getting guys from North Texas, Southeastern Louisiana. Where else? I mean, I don't know. There was a guy out of LSU last year that's a starting left tackle for Tennessee that supposedly wanted to come to Oklahoma with Tennessee. Hey, I don't care. I'm at the point now where I'm pointing fingers at everybody. Before we know it, I'm about to point fingers at y'all too, all right? So,
put them on.
Yeah. So, if the boat going down, we're all going. Okay.
Yeah, hey, if the program goes down, so does Chase Nate. Okay.
Yep.
That's it.
But I can promise you, guess what? We're going to be right here. We're going to be giving you content. We're going to be speaking our opinions, even though, I mean, someone's got some real dumb opinions, man. We're just going to be honest. We're just being honest. I'm pointing at you.
What'd you say?
So I said someone's got some real dumb opinions, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
I
do. Because we're gonna come out and we're gonna put up 40.
Because listen, all right, that's a stretch. So, hey man, I did no notes tonight because I just wanted it to be a genuine podcast because we've been through a lot this year, and guess what, fellas, we got 5 more games left, and it's gonna get real nasty out here because I don't know if we win any. So I think we need to start. Well, we beat Maine, but I'm saying
I saw them throw a 70-yard pass the other day my way.
Bro, don't tell me that, dog. I'm being for real.
You don't know, bud. I'm letting you know right now. They might send the house every fucking play. Okay?
Why not?
But when it comes to SEC play, I mean, if we're just being honest, fellas, I think it needs like we mentioned earlier, get the young guys in, start, getting them some experience and see where it goes.
You got to.
So,
I agree.
We're hurt, man. You got to let everybody play. See what you got.
Yep.
We've been saying that.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. So, all right. Let's wrap this sucker up, fellas. Ryan, what you got? You got anything else you want to add before we get off here?
Oh, well, I'm normally the optimistic one of the group, and I'm beat down. Chat, I'm beat down. I was at the game, and a couple minutes in, the life was gone, man.
Yeah.
How was the atmosphere? I gotta ask that.
Well, surprisingly, a lot of people stayed through the third quarter, but I mean, a couple minutes in, it's dead silent.
Oh boy, hey, jeez.
Yeah.
There was some cheers when, and this is my thing. I don't understand booing your own players ever. I don't care what they do. You don't. That's freaking ticky tack, petty, just immature stuff. Boo your own players. He's an 18-year-old kid.
Right.
And then the next guy comes in and everybody went.
Well, guess what? You were booing him 3 games ago.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
I've seen people praising God that he came in the ball game.
Yeah.
On TV.
I tell you what, they're very passionate, but
I say, goodness, it's rough out here for the Sooner fan base.
Anyways, my final thoughts is, what happened. It had to be done. I hated that it fell on his shoulders, but hey, he didn't progress, he didn't adjust, and that's what happens when you're at a big time program.
Yep.
We'll see if Joe Jon can do anything and get these players keep their head up and keep them fighting.
Yeah.
So, we'll see.
Alex, man, you got anything you want to add there?
Man, I'm a loss for words. All I know is in practice this week, we better be doing best on best drills. Find out who your guys. I mean, it's got to be a different lineup this week. It has to, at least sometimes. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a loss for words, man.
Yeah.
See how it goes. I'm defeated.
Yeah.
I'm upset every weekend. I'm even starting to get gray hairs. I don't even get gray hairs.
Man. Way to go, OU football, man.
I'm not a stressful guy.
You broke Alex, man. This guy's broke spirited, man.
I hate to
broke his spirit, dude.
It's upsetting. I live 365 for this season, and these it just pisses me off.
Yeah, man. Yeah. He's the voice of Sooner Nation right now, man. That's how everybody feels. I'm telling you. Hey, but guess what, fellas? We got a game on Saturday.
Oh,
we got a game on Saturday, baby. Let's go.
Can't wait.
And I'm really excited to watch. Probably the first game ever. At least I can remember. At Ole Miss, that would be a cool atmosphere, environment. So, hey, go shock the world.
Hey, 40 points, baby. We got it.
If we score 40 points, I mean, we definitely could win the game. That's all I'm saying. But hey, we'll do the whole breakdown.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Right, I know. I didn't mean that. I was just saying shit,
what?
Man. I didn't.
That's crazy.
Hey, there'll be a video coming. All right, on probably Thursday, Friday, we'll be dropping that preview. We'll be breaking everything down, and but yeah, man, just want to shout out to everybody, like I do every video, man. Thank you for the likes, subscribes. We appreciate all the comments, man. We appreciate everybody that's been along the journey with us. But all right, fellas, appreciate y'all hopping on, man. And last comments before we get out of here. Anything?
I'm ready. I'm ready, man.
All right, man. Hey, through it all and always, we're going to end this thing like this. Boomer.
Stoner.